Today we will learn how to deal with a binary that listens for a password on a specific port on our localhost machine in the over-the-wire Bandit level 20. The first step is to access the documents directory. Let's edit the bandits.md file. Let's go to the end and copy the bandit20 password. Then let's exit, clear the screen. Let's use ssh bandit20 at bandit.labs.overthewire.org -p 2220 and let's enter. Paste the password and enter again. Now that we're inside, let's use ls. And here we can see a suconnect binary. To check it, we can use the file command and then suconnect and let's enter. We can see that it's an executable file. Now let's clear the screen. Now let's try to execute it. /suconnect and let's enter. And the usage is suconnect and the port number. And from the goal we know that the binary connects to a given localhost port, reads the text from the connection and responds with the bandit21 password if the input that we give matches the bandit20 password. So let's understand how to do so. Let's clear the screen again. First step will be to print the current level password. To do so we will use cat /etc/bandit_pass/bandit20 and if we enter we can see the level 20 password. Let's clear the screen. So let's use the up arrow twice to go back to the cat command and then we will pipe the output inside the netcat command that we used in a previous over-the-wire level. Then we will specify the flag L for listen, the flag N and the flag P for the port. Let's specify an arbitrary port, for example the 3333, and then let's use the AND symbol to send this command in background. Now that the command is in background, we can see that it's right here. We can use the jobs command to see the commands in background. And like you can see, there is a command in background that is the cat etc bandit pass bandit20 pipe netcat-lnp 3333 that is in the background. Now let's run the /suconnect binary and specify the port 3333 that corresponds to the command that we're running in the background. And let's enter. We can see that the password matches and it's sending us the next password. So let's copy it. Then let's exit the remote machine. Clear the screen and let's edit the bandits.md file. Let's go to the end and add the new user, bandit21. Then paste the password. Now save and quit. If the video was interesting, consider a like, maybe a comment or a follow. See ya!